Went out the other day and bought a new toilet and thought, well, I may as well put the thing in. So this is my opportunity to do a toilet install video. So here's the hole where the thing is going to be going over. And there was, before this floor was put in, there was a toilet here before. So that's been removed. And we had to, I kind of cleaned up where the old wax ring was. So that's the start of it. And it comes with instructions, and I'm actually going to make some attempt to follow the instructions on this. And the first thing it tells me to do, remove the old toilet. I did that. And then it says to install the bolts. And what we have for the bolts is these brass things here. And those go, bring you in here. Those go right here. Like so. We got little slots here in the flange. And these go into the little slots like this. They're oval shaped so that you can slip them in. And once you get them in, then you twist them and you throw them in the slot here. And that holds them in place. And now, this is a new one on me. I've installed several toilets over the years, and these bolts were always flopsy until I got the tub installed, or the toilet installed over it. But this time around, this manufacturer, Glacier Bay, includes these little nuts here that I can sort of secure these Johnny bolts with to the floor to hold it steady while I'm setting the toilet. And I'm thinking that might be a nice innovation. We'll see. All right, and it's just a hand tighten thing. We don't need to torque it down. It just holds it steady. And then the wing nut, let's get that off and not drop it in that hole. That would be bad. There we are. Put those way out of the way. I probably should have removed those before I even... Okay, so next step, getting that done, is they say to install a wax ring. And to do that, let's see, bolt, step 3, it says to flip the toilet over. Like so. Gently, of course. We don't want to damage anything. And it comes with, this toilet comes with a wax ring. However, paranoid me, I went out and got a slightly thicker wax ring because, just because. The flange is just barely below the level of the floor, so I guess it kind of makes sense. So what I got to do is peel back this it comes off like that, and it's just wax. For the age-old thing, there are newer types of toilet flanges, but essentially after 150, how long have toilets been around? The wax ring has been just wonderfully universal. So I got that on, and I got some paper towels to try to wipe some of that wax off my hands. Okay, what do the instructions say to do next? Let's just see. Installing the toilet. Now I get to drop this thing over. Let's do that. All right, let's raise you up for the big drop here. Right there. All right. So I got my wax ring on here, and I've got my Johnny bolts in place, or whatever they call them. And let's see. lift up like so. Just gonna drop it on here, lining up these holes on either side with those bolts. It should just drop right on. Yeah. One side. Where's the other one? There it is. And we are on. All right. Now, it's my understanding you're not supposed to rock or jiggle these things, but instead just kind of get them just about in place and snuggle it to the floor with, is that, yeah. All right, now we're gonna come in close. Ooh. And we need to secure this thing to the floor. And to do that, where are we here? There. That bolt, we got to catch it. Now what it says to do with the instructions is I need to grab this little plastic disc and put one on each side. And it does specifically say this side up. Let's see. Which, where are we at here? What's that say? This side up. There we go. So, that's the side we want to have up. That's what it says to do. So, we're going to drop that on there. Like that. Then, it's supposed to get washers. Now that we got the plastic washer, now we have the metal washer. And that goes on. Oop. One on the other side you can't see. And one right there. Then we have wing nuts here somewhere on the floor. I got them laying around. Oh, everything's in disarray. I got a whole bunch of tools sitting here that hopefully I will not need to use. Where did I put those wing nuts? I just had them in my hand a moment ago, and I set them, here they are, yep. The wing nuts, yeah, the things I took off and was careful to not drop into that hole. That would have been awful. And I start one on each side. Don't want to cross thread. So, I'm going to come over here. Put that on just so. And once it's started, it's easy. And then just tighten it down by hand. No tools needed here for this. And tightening. Maybe give it a little. Let's do this. Okay. And these feel pretty good right now. And now what I'm supposed to do is check it with a level, they say. I checked the floor and it's pretty good, but we don't want this thing rocking around. So, level. This way, darn close. Seems it's just a bit high in the back, but it's going to fly. It is a good idea to have some shims handy if need be. And one can put a shim under to kind of level it up as needed. We'll see. Okay, now that the actual bowl is installed, I can get rid of this cover, and we need to install the tank. Come up here, the tank. What we have here today is a dual flush tank. Depending on whether you're number 1 or number 2, it's got, anyway, this thing's got to go on. And the way to do that is we got this rubber thing. Where's our, do I got to be way back here? So, got this donut thing going on here, and that drops on there, or maybe I'm supposed to put it over the tank, but anyway, with the tank, oh, I'm not going to do that way. That would be a mistake. What I need to do here is remove these wing nuts. So this is a dual flush tank, as I was saying, and that's new to me. We'll see how it works. I guess it'll be okay. Maybe it'll save water, which is a good thing. And it costs about the same as the single flush toilet. So I removed that stuff, and I'm actually going to refer to the instructions. Let me climb around here where I can see where the camera is, and I can, where are we at here? We got all that stuff I just took off. Installing the toilet, securing the toilet, installing the tank. Here's where we are. Attach rubber sealing gasket to the center drain hole under the tank. So right away I made a mistake. This goes on here. Ultimately it's going to end up in the same place, but it goes on here before you put the tank on, not there. So it pays to read, I guess. Caution, do not over tighten nuts. Gently place the tank. Place the oval metal washer. Okay, so let's go with it, see what happens. Let's see, is it in camera? Sort of, let's just raise you up a tiny bit. There, huh? Boy, I got to do something with that access door behind it. That looks a little wiggly. Okay, so now we're going to drop this thing on here, like so, right over those holes. Just like that. And yeah, now I'm supposed to take, where are they? We have the nuts, all this stuff. So we're going to bring you down for the close-up again. Can I do this in under 20 minutes? I can't even get this thing down where it, all right, not quite low enough. Well, darn. We'll just push it back up here. So, I'm going to take these, and they attach down here. How does this go? Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Now here's the tricky part, is working upside down and getting this stuff on. Can I do it? Well, any idiot can do it, and I am Eddie. So, if anyone can do it, I should be able as well. Maybe I'll lie down. Okay, this is awkward. Just trying to hold everything in place while I get this wing nut started. Just a bit aggravating. I'm sure there's a technique that I'm just too, just not knowing. I think, have I got it? Okay, we got one going. Geez, a minute doing that? That's too long. That should happen in 12 seconds. Let's see. Go on. And there, it started faster than the other side. Boy, I gotta fix that access door. Okay, now just gotta tighten these by hand. No tools needed. Don't want to break anything. If we use tools, we may break something. So we just tighten by hand. That one. Then come back over to the other side. And tighten. No big deal. And we need to hook up the water supply. And again, there's a little connection down there where you just hand tighten. So the water supply line is something not included with the toilet, depending on whatever plumbing you may have. You may need some different type of supply line. So they don't include that. And I'm just tightening this by hand. And I think once I've done that, I should be able to fill this tank. Let's see, and then look for leaks. So here we go. We're gonna open the valve and see what happens. Oh boy. It's filling. And while it's filling, what I have to do is this. I gotta erase this thing again. It's filling up, and the way this thing flushes, there is no valve on the side of the toilet tank like I'm used to seeing. Instead, we have a hole in the top, and this thing goes into it, and it aligns with inside the toilet. You can see you got a black side and a white side, and the little buttons on the thing are supposed to, we have black and a white, so they're supposed to align, and that's for number 1 and number 2. So ain't that fun? So first thing I got to do is unscrew the nut that holds it, retainer nut I guess you'd call it, and then screw this onto the lid. Just like that. And let's see, this needs to align like that. And I'll just slip the wing nut back on. Let's see, is this thing actually going to work like it's supposed to? First time out the box. Okay, and these are adjustable. You can screw them a little bit higher or lower depending on what you think you need. And I got it backwards. Oops. This is what, so let's turn it around. And that's how it goes. Just like that. Okay, we're going to see. Does this thing work like it's advertised? Number 1 flush. Well, there it goes. And we'll watch for leaks. And while we're watching for leaks, one last thing is, well, a couple of last things. I got caps that go over those bolts that hold the toilet in place. And then we have the seat, of course, which comes with its plastic bolts and all that kind of stuff. And, well, let's see. We did the number 1. Let's do the number 2 flush. I don't know if you had to use the same water or more or what. But anyway, we're going to put this seat on with the hardware that came with it. And I think that's quite enough.